Alright, hello everyone, just turn my game audio on, there we go. Be able to hear things. I thought I'd replicate the thumbnail. It was a stolen one, it was one I used a long time ago. I was being lazy and thought I'd just pull that out and use it, but it worked. Obviously I've still got the same outfit that I had when I took that thumbnail here on the server, because I haven't played on Riverbend Springs for quite some time, so I thought a good time to come and check out and see what's been happening here and have a look at the farm and do a little bit of work to help them out. I know I actually had a lovely message from Bill the other day, who's been spending a lot of time on this, and he was just saying he'd say thank you for keeping the server up and running. So yeah, happy to. As long as people are playing on it, I'm happy to provide it. But yeah, welcome along everyone. Chismo Gaming was first in the chat, which is exciting for you, Chismo. G'day, Yos. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. 199. I know it's actually 19921 or something. So it's close. It's kind of a race. Am I going to get to 20k before FSG gets to 100? Not that we're having a competition, but the hat does say Argsy rules, so we'll just have to say Argsy rules. G'day Ollie, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Thanks for jumping in to... don't run over Hanson. Thanks for jumping in and helping us out tonight. Ollie in here helping Hanson and Hyper floating around today, so good to have a bit of a crew. Didn't know who was going to join. It was kind of a... I put a message in Discord to say I'd be streaming from here, but yeah, it's just a bit of a... what do I do on a Wednesday night? We'll be on a multiplayer server somewhere, so give this one a try. Hey Heath, how you doing? Good to see you. Woodshock, good evening. Mrs. Broth, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome along. Hyper, howdy buddy. Good to have you here. Thank you for coming along and helping. I know this is a good time for you in your Australian time zone, so pleasure to have you here. Right, let's try and get it in the right spot. There we go. So we've got this field here in front of us, which is long grain rice. I haven't harvested long grain rice. Could you believe it? I haven't done any of this, so I need to figure out all my buttons. I've broken too many buttons. I still haven't fixed all my keybinds, so we need to sort some of those out at some stage. Might be a weekend job. Over the fence? Ooh, not quite. Okay, we've got a water pump on the other side. Alright, well it looks like we're just going to cut into the field right where we are, right here in front of us. So, just get that powered on. Smash it down on the ground and we will get into it. Turning sound on does help. Here we are. Right, harvesting some long grain rice. I can't recall actually having seen it this green. I thought it was a bit browner than that when it was harvestable, but there you go. Learn something new every day. Craig, good to see you, buddy. It's morning for you. Oh, I'll say good evening from me. Good morning to you. Whatever it is, wherever you are, good to have you here. Alright, let's get this opened up. I'm going to try and build a bit more of the telehandler tonight too. So we'll see how we go with that. Get into it, but yeah, lots of progress actually on here. I'll just turn a few helpers on just while we do this. We'll have a quick look. So we've got this field here merged. We've got a field of canola here to harvest. There's a couple of fields of wheat up here to go. But you can just see they're slowly but surely buying more fields. So we're accumulating around here, around the edge of the field. Ollie over here mowing some grass. Yeah, like I said, we'll go up and try and get some of those pieces up there harvested as well. So yeah, we'll just see where we end up. As for the farm, what have we got? Don't think there was any chickens over here last time. So there's some chickens. Got a greenhouse over here. We did have the storage shed, so that's still doing its thing. Just making it work. Living the dream. Does it take up extra player slots for every third person? Absolutely. Player slots are forever being added. How do we make that into one solid field? Sunny, we ploughed it. So if you hook a plough up, you can press Y and it can create a field. So if you have a look in the plough category, and under ploughs, it says you can create new fields. So when you hook a plough up, it will give you an option whether you're on PC or console, depends on your keybinds, but it will allow create fields, and you can basically rip it up. I did do a video as well a while ago on creating new fields, so maybe have a look at that one too. Got started on Riverbend again without course plane auto driving. You must say AI workers are very good after the patch. Is that right? I haven't tried the AI workers as such out of the since the patch, so I'll have to have a look. Good to see them improving it, and I was pleased to see their little sort of quarterly roadmap. It'd be great to have something like that every 3 or 4 months. I guess it'd be 3 months if it's quarterly. But it'd just be good to have something like that that just gives us that guide as to what's coming with the game, what are they working on, where are we heading, what are we going to do, which would be good. But we'll see. Wait and see. That's exciting. Anyhow, it's Wednesday. I do have a whiskey, so cheers everyone. This is that's a new one. I haven't actually tried that before. It's a Pocono, so one of my favourite Kiwi whiskies. But it's a bottle called Revelation is the name of it. So the difference with a Scotch is that it's probably not aged as long. It won't be a 10-year-old whiskey or anything. It'll be quite a young whiskey. But it does have a delightful taste. So this one, if I just take a look, I brought the box over so I could show you, but Pocono Revelation, it's a single malt first fill bourbon in New Zealand wine casks, so it was it was aged in those. Yeah, very good. So excited to show you my whiskey. I didn't even do things right. There we go. Driving through the fields, they're not saying anymore it's not reachable. They do it pretty good, even dropping crops to factories is flawless. I did read that they made a whole lot of improvements to that, so I'm pleased to hear that has been done. That's very exciting. Alright, well, Hyper's here. We're 73% full actually. That's yielding pretty darn high. See if we can squeeze past the header trailer. Is he going to hit it? He's not looking. Oh no, he did manage to make it fast. Look at that. Good driving. We'll be buying that one. So any of the plows will work, Sunny. It doesn't matter which one, it just has to be one of those categories. There are some mods out there, depending whether you're a PC or console player, that you can use cultivators to create fields, which makes things even easier. So have a look at those. Be sure it's on PC makes any cultivator able to create fields. Very cool. Howdy William, g'day Euron, how you doing? There you go. Oh, you are on PC? There you go. Have a look at the cultivator, the mod. It's in Mod Hub. Very handy. Good one to get your hands on. How you doing, Euron? Good to see you, my friend. Always a pleasure to have you here. Right, I'll leave that closed up. Still experiencing a little bit of server lag, a little bit of that jumpiness, which is a little bit frustrating, but definitely some big improvements to the game. But the roadmap's good to see. I was excited, so excited to have precision farming coming back. They've announced that precision farming will be with us. FS25, that was kind of one of those, almost become a must-have mod for me at the end of, even in 19, but 22, 19, ones I've always enjoyed. Oops. One I've always enjoyed using. Let's just shuffle this over a row so we can get onto the right one. Here we go. So, grass to solid or hay? I don't know, to be honest. It's not my farm. What do we have in storage? Where is it? Don't show any hay. Doesn't actually show any silage, so I don't know if there's none in the... There's some down in the object storage there where Hyper is, so I don't know what they want it for. 60. Oh, there we go. He's doing the math. 65 silage and 45 hay currently. It's rice, Sunny, so rice isn't able to be baled. I can try and change it to... Oops. I can tab to vehicles. That was silly. Back. Yeah, try and change it, but rice is not a baleable product. Is it good? It is actually, I think, it's just saying to Hanson before we started, I think this is the first time, possibly pre-release I might have had a go with it, but it's the first time I've actually had a field where I have long grain rice in it and actually harvesting it properly, so bit of a milestone for me, I suppose. It's silly that we've got this far into the game and it's the first time I'm doing it, but I'm just going to make some space for for those who've been following along, here's our arm for our bucket and that for our telehandler. So I'm going to pull that out and we're going to carry on building some of that, I think. See how we can go. Might be a little bit hard. Now I might do this on the smaller screen. I'll bring that up in just a second, but maybe a bit, not repetitive, but kind of like I want to focus on the gameplay a little bit more tonight. Hey Jason, how you doing? Should be baleable, there's enough stubble there. It should be. Yeah, that and pea straw. I'd love to see baleable pea straw. Right, let's have a look. Let's go to our small, there you go. So there you go. So you can see what we're building. See some of the world I live in with my desk. And we're going to get some pieces out. And just go for it. So this is all basically building the side of the, this is all protective sides or decorative panels that go on the side of the arm. Give it its distinctive class green. That auger out. Hey, Sindri, how you doing, mate? We are only 53% full. I don't know whether Michael was coming to unload us or what he was doing. Oh, he's gone down the other end. Okay. Put that back in before I get told off by someone. Alright. Howdy, Mark. How you doing? Nice, up this way. What brings you up here? I got a message from Ryan Lee, who's often in chat, who's from Victoria. He's in the Manawatu at the moment too. Just come over here. His girlfriend lives over here, so haven't made any plans yet, but I might try and see him some stage. Kind of cool that he got in touch, and he's actually he sent me an image of where he's staying and where his girlfriend's parents are, and it's literally 5-minute drive from where I am. Such as the Manawatu. Nice and small and compact. Good evening to you too, Jason. Really fast with getting that down so I can pick this back up. Make a turn right. Hyper, I'm gonna need an unload. Heading to Wanganui. Big metropolis, eh? Hope it's a short stay, not a long stay. Let's just open that page up a little bit longer. Right. This looks like it goes and sits pretty much perfectly. Oh, I've missed putting a piece on the back of there. I did see that and then forgot to do it, but that goes and sits pretty much perfectly like that, if I'm not mistaken. There you go. Beautiful. Put those all in, top and bottom, both sides, all around, upside down, everywhere. Done. Let's push that over because we have to do the other side next, I expect. Escaping the heat in Victoria. I was talking to a friend in Melbourne yesterday, who was saying it's pretty hot. In saying that, it's been for us, it's been pretty warm. Probably not Victorian heat, but it's been pretty nice and warm over here. Now, what is happening with this rice? Let's have a look. Long grain rice here. We're at a low value at the moment. What are we? It's on the train. $509 at the Grain River. So we're about $50 short, so about 10% light, so probably worth holding on to it for a little bit longer. Sunny just got this game. It's been a struggle for a first time player. Started and deleted lots of maps. Oh, you plan to put it in the oil mill. Okay, here we go. You know what you're doing with it. It can be. It can be. I remember when I first played Farming Simulator 19, which is my first experience. I was a lot like that. I sort of didn't know what I was doing and where I was going, and just watched YouTubers play, watched videos, and just picked up things. Found my first mod maps, and yeah, made lots of mistakes. I remember when I first tried to create fields and all those kind of things. So definitely ask away any questions. More than happy to help where I can. There's lots of people here in the community. It's a very helpful bunch. You'll find the Farming Simulator community in general, well, I won't say everyone is helpful, but the vast majority are all incredibly helpful people. I don't know whether do I bump it when I put it down? Maybe I bumped something on the steering wheel or something. Not sure what happened there. 39 yesterday, 22 today. That's it's a diverse range of temperatures, Bender. It'd be interesting actually to ask Ryan what he thinks of our heat here compared to where he is. Where you are in New South Wales, it's 7 PM and 38 degrees still. It's that's a bit toasty for me. There it is. Trying to find where something was. You still haven't got a clue. Yeah, but you haven't played it that much either, Yoss. What are you talking about? Spend more money fixing mistakes than I do farming so far. Like, all I can suggest for that is learn, take out loans, do contracts, use your first sort of experience as a learning experience, and then once you're comfortable with different things, get into it. I did a video as well, like top 10 tips for new players, and I know there was others that did it, so you go back and check that out, and hopefully there's some pieces of information there that might help you. G'day Werner, how are you? All the way from South Africa. Good morning, welcome. Good evening from me. We got joining a Tate coming in here. Nice. Gosh, Tate must be up at a stupid time too. Hope you've dropped a thumbs up on the stream already, Tate, or you'll be in trouble. Hey. Likewise for everyone, I hope you've all left a like already, hit the thumbs up button. Much appreciated if you do. Let's just slide that a little bit further out of the way. Woodshock, am I excited to see the new map soon? Oh, it's always exciting to see new content. It'll be interesting to see what maps they remaster. Obviously they've announced Silver Run, which is cool. I'm pleased to see that come back again. A map I didn't actually spend much time on for 22, so I'm more excited to potentially have the opportunity to bring Logging League back and trying that out in 25. It could be a bit of fun. And yeah, obviously I'm intrigued to see what their other map that they're going to remaster is. Kind of trying to think about what it might be. A bit of speculation today, but obviously there's Elm Creek and Hutan were the two maps that came out with FS22 at launch. There's also Erlengraat, the Swiss map. Wouldn't actually surprise me if it was Erlengraat, although that obviously was a 19 map which came to 22. And then to bring it to 25 might be a bit of a push, but who knows. 21 degrees Fahrenheit though, Sunny, we're talking Celsius. So you're on the opposite end. You're heading towards the end of winter into spring. We're heading towards the end of summer into autumn. This is typically our best time of year around now. More settled weather. Yeah, it is drying off. My lawn's selfish, but my lawn's not looking the best. Although a good drop of rain the other day helped. It's a public holiday here in New Zealand tomorrow. It's Waitangi Day, which is our national day. So always obviously nice to have a day off, but being a Thursday, I might actually skive off work, talk to the boss nicely, take Friday off as well, make it a long weekend. See how we go. But I might do a stream tomorrow morning, or tonight for a lot of you. You know how it is. Where did these all go? All down the front there. One, two. Don't you think they're a little bit lazy by just taking maps from previous games and giving them a little overhaul instead of make a whole new map never seen before? It's a trade-off, right? They can probably do that a lot quicker than developing a whole new map, so it gives you, I guess, new content and new map to play. People spent actually absolute thousands of hours on Elm Creek. It blew me away, sort of the number of hours that some people spent on that map. Really, really did. And I can see actually Riverbend Springs being a little bit like that. There'll be people who will just spend an exorbitant amount of time playing this one map. But yeah, on one side it would be great to see more new maps, more unique maps. But I think that's where modders come in, because my favourite maps are where you're playing in a realistic location, like a Calmsden Farms or a Renaboo or American maps that are based on actual real locations. So Giants are good at the sort of fantasy maps, for want of a better description, but always a challenge. You had 4 inches of snow last night, Sonny. Crazy. It didn't get much love, Great, did it? I agree. Right, another motor to put in here. Bruce's Gaming, good evening to you, my friend. Welcome along. It must be early morning for you. Great to have you here. Good to see you. And Marty Kentro, howdy, or can Yoss join? Yoss is always welcome to join. He knows where to find the mods and get the server passwords and all that sort of thing. In fact, Marty, if you're going to say that, you can anyone can join. You're welcome to join too. Also, not a cow. So it's not cow trail, it's can trail. Just clarifying. I don't want to make any mistakes here. Yes, I have, Hanson. Sorry, Hopper. Is it the Telehandler? It is indeed the Telehandler in Sindri. We're getting there. So this is, if you went here last week, we've got, oops, make that a bit bigger. So we've got all of the, basically the chassis frame and everything built. A couple of motors. There's, what did I say? There's 3 motors in there. 1, 2, maybe only 2. Yeah, 2. Oh no, there's 3, because there's three cables. So there's 3 motors in there. And that's that. And then this is the. I'll give you a bit of an idea on the size of it. That's the boom. So I put it next to my keyboard. It's the whole length of the keys on the keyboard. So move that up there so you can see it. But that's It's got a drive that I can't turn now because it's got a motor on it, but that will wind that in and out. So yeah, it's progressing well. It's very good, but I thought I'd leave that a little bit bigger today. I get the dirty net, too much clean equipment. I'm coming to make it dirty. Best way to make it work dirty other than the detonator is to use it, Yoss. Alright, there we go. We're done. It turned off. Yeah. It's raising lower. I think I know what I need to do to find a keybind for that. Which field are we going to? Can I run this? Do you reckon I can just run this down the... Nah, we'll need to take the header because we've got a long way to go to get to the wheat fields. Might as well. Someone goes on the other side. So Bruce, this is, if you exclamation mark build, we'll give you a link to it. So this is it's not a Lego model or Lego set per se. It's made by a company called Takata, but it's based off a Lego set that was a mock creation by a guy called Eric Trax for a class telehandler. So it's not officially Lego, but it's the same as Lego, and I'm normally very precious about my Lego and keeping with the authentic stuff, but I've built 3 sets from this company now, agricultural ones, which Lego don't offer, so I'm just carrying that on for now. Right, and that flasher on. I'll head on down this way. So Tate's getting in there and mulching. The old John Deere out. Man. Motorboating. Hey Grandad AU, how you doing? Just watched your Find My Farm video, nicely done to the modders, can't wait to see maps on those 2 islands just south of the Big Island. Wishful thinking, also a heatwave for us here yesterday in Tasmania. 26 degrees, we were just talking about how hot it had been in parts of Australia. So. Right, so this is our field, isn't it? Yeah, this one here. Just going to find somewhere we can plant this header trailer. It's not in everyone's way. It cause an accident. There's more space further around, so we'll go and see if we can find that. I was wondering what, yeah, so this is a little something I've done sort of over the last 12 months. We've built the John Deere skid steer, John Deere forage harvester, we've built a Case 1455 tractor, what else we built? A Class Zerian tractor. Piper's forgetting which part of the world he's in, I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. So yeah, all sorts being built. Right, I'm just going to leave that there. We're going to be the best bet for having somewhere a little bit of space to unload on. Got our hazards on, blinkers on, so be safe, be seen. Alright. Here we will have another good example of the new AI workers working well. I'm sure Yoss is only awake due to his neighbours, you reckon? Good to see you share. Hope you are well. Hope you're having a good week so far. Right, we'll turn those lights off now. Get ourselves driving on this right course and carry on with our assembly. Keep an eye on that at the same time and keep an eye on our chat. G'day Elder, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm having a good evening, share, thank you very much. 35 degrees Celsius for you. Southern Hemisphere's heating up, I'll tell you. So much hotness down here. Real problems, I built too much John Deere. I can only work with the tools I'm given, and that's all Lego gave me. That's why I've gone out and found some other sets. So have a look at, I'll show you another one in a sec, hang on. This is the next one I've got to build, which is even more impressive than this one. I can even get this one to connect to where it needs to connect to. Fortunately we're still going around in the right circle, which is good. There we go. Let me show you this, hang on. I lie, actually, I can't show you it because it's not here, it's up in my bedroom. But if you have a look on that website with the build, they've released a 1 to 17th scale motorized class Dominator. So that's what we're going to get into next, and it's very cool looking, very cool looking. Degrees here, chilling out in the UK. Literally chilling out. Oh, what gear is that? They say men can't multitask. It's my superpower. I mean, I need AI to help me do it though, right? Millennial Farmer can run a YouTube channel and make videos. I can build Lego and make videos. Another one of those. Floods in the north, fires in the south. What other continent offers you more? So a lot of people don't realise, I've said this to lots of people, Australia is, from Perth to Sydney, is just about as far as LA to New York in terms of the size of Australia, the geographical landmass of Australia. It's a lot bigger than people give it credit for, or that people realise. I always thought that's it's a fascinating fact to know. If anyone wanted something, did you know? I hadn't heard about fires though. They part of Aussie they're affecting. Is that in Victoria? Just going to change that. Bump up our headlands. Oops, that's the wrong button. There we go. Gonna need a big man cave for all that's on the list of things I'm working on too, Mark. Typical male. Lots of plans, never get anything finished. Would be what my wife would say. What is a Celsius? Don't get me started. You won't like the answer. Nice to have you here, Marty. What's the website for the set? !build. Josh will bring up a link to this one, and then you can sort of have a browse and see the other ones that are available. So, quick question. Obviously, previously I've used my other overlay with the Lego where I have the Lego front and centre and the farming in the background. What's your preference? Do you want to see more of what I'm actually putting together, or do you like just being able to see it happening and focus on the farming, or are you just listening and here for the chat and don't really care what it is I'm doing? Yeah, hey Daniel, how you doing? Having trouble downloading third-party mods into FS25. What's the trouble you're having? Takes a long time to drive there, but less to see that distance. That's right. Bison, Victoria, and Taz. Oh, that's a shame. Marty's a Texan. What's a Celsius? Guess who is up early? Holy moly, how are you, my buddy? I saw you were not too well. Is that why you're up early, or are you feeling better today and raring to go? Ready to get into some DJ action? I have to put those on upside down. Bother. It's going to need a reboot. No. Go in the right direction. Right, here we go. How did I just attach that? Yeah, through there. I knew that had happened. One had pulled the piece out, and the other one won't. Right, so that one. Right, let's just pause here for a second. Oh, no, it's right. Those buttons. Listening while gaming before you go to bed. Nice. Like I said, nice to have you and Marty here. Along with everyone else, of course. I'm just going to single out your attendance. But it has been noted. Alright, I got it around the right way this time. That looks right. Okay. Here we go. Being sick has its perks. Here's another name I haven't seen for a while. Oh, Bo, how you doing, buddy? You're 3 minutes behind on the stream. This is, you remember that whiskey I brought to Scotland? Brought to Germany? This is a different variety of it. It's called Revelation. That's what I'm drinking tonight. It's rather nice. It's the first time I've had that one. Waited to delete Creepy Walter. I've heard of people building sheds and that around them since they'd hidden. I'm hoping it's something they add in. It would be nice to be able to have them hideable. I can understand. I like the fact that they brought that in as a, I don't know, a layer of depth into the gameplay, but but yeah, I'd like to hide them too sometimes. Good to have the screens this way. Far makes the main focus. Thanks for the feedback, Mrs. Prof. Appreciated. Are you up in Topol, Bo? What's happening up at the Great Lake? I realise I've just called it the Great Lake. It's our Great Lake. It's obviously not one of the Great Lakes. In fact, it looked like a puddle compared to your Great Lakes in the US. Cheers, Mark. I will make a point of it. I'll make a point of it. Right. I go there and make sure I put these on the right way. There. Still got a piece to put on them yet. Show these two pieces. Plant a large bush in front of them. I'm sorry, you have been removed. Hey Nina, good morning to you. How you doing? Welcome along. Nice to have so many people here. Just had a look and saw how many viewers there are. Nice to have you all here. Welcome along. pleasure to have your company as always. Now, I'm going to park that there before I park this here in a tree. Hyper's been diligently driving along beside me. We'll throw the auger out when we go the other way. This is a Telehandler DJ, so exclamation mark build will give you a link so you can see exactly what one it is. Right, so that's... that goes back up and through here by the looks of things. Back out that way. That one's going to be the purple one. That's going to go through there. It doesn't actually show. What does it hook up to? Does it go to the other end? I'm at the wrong end, aren't I? I am at the wrong end. Where's at that end? Right. Figure that one out. The only cheat you use on contracts is like I take all the cultivating jobs, leave one for one. Yeah, that's a very clever way to do contracts. I've found another thing you can do is if you get a big contract for say beans or peas and you don't want to have to lease extra equipment but you want to get it done as fast as possible, cruise control on, I've leased the equipment for that before. So that must go. So you lease maybe take 3 contracts on, but actually only do one of them. But you use the equipment for doing from the leased equipment to do in help. It's a good way to make those jobs faster, and you only lose. If it's a big enough job, you don't lose too much out on it. Whew. Honestly, this will be where mistakes are made. I'll go the other way. Oh, you were talking about that the other day, Yoran. Haven't managed to weasel any tickets out of it yet, have you? You free gigs. And what, actually, I should have just gone around the outside. I'll just do that. Just make it a big circle. G'day Mark, how you doing? Good to see you, having a few shots of the healthy shots of Scottish water yourself. Mine is a healthy New Zealand variant, so same great taste. None of the stress. What's going on here? So one goes that way. That one goes that way. I don't know which here. We'll split those up. I'll figure it out later. I need to somehow get that. Does this extend? Which way does this go to extend? Maybe it doesn't This is meant to be able to... Oh, don't lose all my pieces. This is trouble. I can already tell the trouble this is going to get into. He went to the Cultures concert a couple of weeks ago. Oh, the one up in Topol? Is that where it was? Nice one. Nice. Damn, it's restricted water's still there. Darn it. Build a fence in front of him there. Can you wrap a fence around him? Always look for the biggest equipment you can get for the job. You're onto it, Wood. Surely they'll have some big gig or something as a grand reopening or something, will they? That's your chance. Fly in then. Say, oh, they're my favourite. I'd love to see them. So this bit's meant to... Oh, it's not meant to actually get all the way back in there. That's why. I'm trying to make it do something it's not meant to do. Over. So let's go like that. Right, I see. It does that. Now I should be able to piece this piece onto there. Done. Just in time. Here we go. One of them. Ah, that's a good way to do it. Free ticket turned out to be a great gig. Nice one. Can't turn those down, can you? Perks are working away from home, I suppose. Maybe some of them may. So here we go. So one of these attaches to one end. It's got a motor which drives that, which I'm assuming extends that up. So that one, sorry. So that motor there drives this, which I'm assuming extends this. And we've got a motor up here which turns these, which tips the bucket. And then we've got a motor in the back which turns this drive, which turns this screw cog, which winds that out. So much to think about. Ooh. And now, looks like we're getting closer to connecting it all. No. No connection, but we're plugging everything in. Okay. Just have a look here. It's going to be interesting. I wonder why they do that way. Was a bit more concentration. Hey, Dutch Modding, how you doing? Good to see you. Ollie, I did see your thing. Did I see the Hercs fly over? Yeah, I did. I caught those. I was at home, so I caught them from a distance. But I did see them. Looked real good. Would have liked to have been in town for it, but... wasn't to be. So purples, so let's have a look. I'll turn this around the right way, which is this way. That one there is purple, which is this one, which is out the right hand side. Green is... back a little bit, try and figure out which is which here. My mind's exploding here. I'm trying to figure out which is which. Alright, let's see if we can carry on without connecting those up, or if I have to maybe look at that once I've got a bit more chance to focus on things. G'day Ben, how you doing? Did I see you log out of Vintage Oaks at what would have been about 4 AM UK time? And if so, you're doing well to be up now, because that's what, only, what was it, 8:50 or 4.5 hours sleep or something like that? It's incredibly impressive if that's the case. Alright, so I've done all that, oh, I didn't do those two. This is where I'm going to be in trouble. I stole this piece. You know how I was missing a bit last time out of a bag? I stole this piece last time. And it would appear that I do need it. So we're going to have to do some investigation there. Right, keep making do with what we can for now anyhow. Must be an imposter. Oh, who knows what it was then. I'm sure I saw that. Maybe it was my phone synchronizing with Discord or something, I don't know. Got up with a guy you know as a drummer, keen to work with me, so hopefully... Ah, cool. That's cool. Right, let's go back to that one. Get rid of the Lego for now. Oh, I see. So the next piece that we have has a big strip which basically sits over an area we've already done some stuff on, so we are going to have to probably call that quits for now. I'll have to figure that out later. Ah, good progress. I could actually have a look and try and figure some other bits out. Didn't even notice that I put the cutters on the end there of the header, the canola. I'd love that to be a configurable option where you had to have, instead of automatically doing it, you had to do it. To go to the, change the configuration or something in the workshop. Alright, where's my trailer? Hub. Alright, let's do a little bit of a reconnaissance now. So, through there, it's all been mulched, good. Done this one, it's probably a hyper there. So we're going to head up this way next. We've already got the baler up there. Super efficient, fit in the straw. Nothing else really is here. That's not ready, no, those are ready. Left, right. First left, first right. Walter's still looking over you and judging you for all your bad farm decisions. That's what he's there for. Where'd Hyper go? I went the other way. Alright, remember which part of the world I'm in, get on the right side of the road, and carry on going. Here we go. I hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday. Pleasure to have you joining in tonight. If you haven't already dropped a thumbs up, please make sure you do. Very much appreciated. As we inch our way, sub by sub, towards a 20,000 subs. But look at that. Farming Simulator VR pre-order. I've got the Meta logo on there. I'm working on it. I'm working on getting my hands on a quest so we can try that out. It'll be an interesting one to stream. I'm not sure quite how that will work out, but I'll be keen to give it a go. And to make it worthwhile, I've been looking at how architects can use MetaQuest VR in business to present plans and drawings and things like that to clients. If Boulder's stupid enough to stay out in the rain, I don't think he deserves a raincoat. Oh, that's my my philosophy. Why the business buys the equipment? It's not shady at all. Legitimate business expense, Mark. Pretty good thing we finished the Lego because these are the build, because these fields are probably a little bit tiny to try and try and be driving with and concentrating on things. Right. Absolutely, Jason. I've mastered that already. One skill, right. Is that the swath dropping? Which way is it? There we go. Let's forget which way to change my settings on my controller. Muscle memory is slowly coming back. Once again, I pressed H and it made the noise. Why would it stop? Weird. Not sure what you use. Oh, you've got it, your own. It's a little bit older, possibly like an Oculus or a Vive. Is it Vive? Was it the HTC version? I can actually see it's something, Jason, that will actually get used by the business more than it would be for me, but we'll see. It's worth reminding as well, obviously, you know, as we're starting to talk about Season Pass, our first DLC of the year coming sometime already through January, which is the first month of the first quarter, so sometime this month or next month will be our first DLC. So, of course, if you didn't buy the Season Pass and get the whole Year 1 package when you got Farming Simulator 25, then it would be a good time to do that, and of course, I have a little code you can use, so... If you want to support the channel, you can do that. Your friendly link will pop up at some stage. I know most people bought it. I can see in the stats that a lot of people bought it that way, bro. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Gotta get back to work, being a meeting at 5. Fair enough, buddy, fair enough. That was my comment, Mark. I put a post on Facebook just sharing the announcement, and you know, basically said exactly the same, that these are all features that have been long requested for the base game. Why can I not walk up? You know, we've got hand tools. Why can I not walk up to a tractor and pull out a impact wrench or a, you know, air gun and undo all the studs on a wheel and change it? Wheels are actually an interesting one, aren't they? Because they're, you know, they're a separately configured item and a separate i3D model, which is called up by the tractor or piece of equipment. So you'd think it'd actually be something that'd be quite easy to do that with. But who knows? Hopefully it leads to future releases of the game having that as default. Maybe it'll work the other way, where future releases of the game will have VR by standard and it won't be a standalone game. But who knows? Like I said to someone, you know, they've obviously, this is a business decision, and you know, you've always got to look at how you can improve your product, improve what you're offering, and you'd have to have a pretty sound business case to justify doing it. So, obviously, all stacks up. Oh, you might use meter. Yeah. Okay. I was actually looking at some videos about it today, and there's some software by Resolve which was using like a Revit model with an MMP model and things like that, looking at all the ducting and whatnot and how that all works. So looks quite interesting. I like the fact it's wireless. So if I'm able to, you know, put a model on and easily take just the headset to a client's house and say, right, here you go, have a look, see what you think. That's kind of cool. Hey Colin, how you doing? Good morning all the way from Athenry in Galway, Ireland. Welcome along. Nice to have you here. So tempted to make a Galway girl joke here, but I'm going to keep my Ed Sheeran to myself. Probably. I mean, it could bode well for, you know, augmented reality in the next mobile game, who knows? all sorts of possibilities. And that's what I like, is that these, while these things might distract the community from the base game, let's all remember that this farming simulator spawned out of a PC game and became a console game and then became a mobile game and now it's becoming a VR game. While it might distract the community from that, because that's what the community is familiar with, if it can enhance the offering and further the company, then it's all good for everyone. You still make your electricity using the old ways by hand. That's right. Bo gets locked up 12 hours a day and he's just sitting there on a treadmill running. Or is it a bike? What are you using now? With a dynamo. You just got a dynamo in a hand. Just sitting there like a fishing rod. He's just like spinning a dynamo. There's just thousands of Kiwis lined up doing that together. That's how our electricity is generated. Have a good day at work, Mark. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you listening in the car. Good to have you here as always. Alright, let's make a mess on the road if we can. Yeah. I was going to nail that then. Exciting times. Good fun, good fun. So I need some ideas too. We are going to get to the magical 20,000 sub mark, which is looking like a possibility sometime this month. What should we do to celebrate? I think it was my 10k subs, which feels like a long time ago now. It was, can't remember when it was. Maybe it's 20 or it's been 22, but we were played on Southern Cross Station. We had Farm Some Guy and Kadurk and Stream and a whole lot of the community just on. We were just farming on Southern Cross Station at the time, so. Alright, some ideas. I'm all ears. And we'll have infinite vetoes to rule out as many of them as I can. Good to see Daggerman's using stock cheat, albeit not well. I'm sorry I haven't been making videos, Bo, and I've forced you into having to watch Daggerman for regular Farm Sim content. That's my bad. $20 worth of live streams in a week, maybe too much. Oh, what's that, 3 hours a day? Probably a bit too much, Hyper. I don't mind doing something with the, around the 20, but what could it be? All lies. Nismo, all lies. Whatever they've been telling you, just ignore them. There's a smear campaign out there that is intended to tarnish my name with false accusations of all sorts. And I have absolutely no idea what you're going on about. Chinook told you, alright. The guy's got a 2-month-old at home, and well, you shouldn't believe anything he says. His brain's not functioning properly. Still likes his Let's Plays. We're doing field days. Yeah, no doubt I'll be at the field days. I've been trying to figure out if I could do something there. It's just... It's literally in the too hard basket at the moment. I should go and have a chat to a local machinery supplier and get in there and spend 3 days out there, but work's just kicking my ass and I can't, the Thursday, Friday off and then the Saturday, so I don't know, maybe we'll, I don't know if people want to arrange a time and anyone wants to be there at, I don't know, 11 o'clock on the Saturday, We could arrange a location to meet. Doesn't have to be relative, just be at, I don't know, one of the food stands or somewhere, I don't know. Anyhow. It was very warm today in Nismo. It's meant to be hotter today for us. You at work, Ollie? Ah, it's a shame. Live stream continuation of one of your most popular maps from 19 or 22, one that helped your channel grow. Yeah, so I mean, we did that with No Creek Farms. That was probably, you know, was one of the bigger ones. I wonder if I still have the original save game from my 19 No Creek Farms. Do something where I spend a couple of hours on each version of the game, 19, 22 and 25. I don't know. Do something like that. Otherwise it's just setting some sort of target and harvest field 20 on every map or something like that. I don't know. Tate, I give you permission to run into Hanson if you want to. Feel free to knock him over. Take him out. I'll do it for you if you like. That cat's fed in there, let them out of the gut. Nice. Keep them cats happy. 29 in Hamilton. It was toasty. It's definitely toasty around the country. Well, we'll leave potatoes to the experts, sure. I don't know why FSG's doing them then. The guy I used to work with who always said that an expert was a high pressure leak. 20k of every crop on a map, that crossed my mind, Mark. Depends whether I'll have to prepare it first or not. You could do something like that. Could be a fun challenge. Carrots. They're orange, aren't they, Mrs. Prof? Heating on, fair enough too. Fair enough too. I'm sure I'll come up with something. But I'm open to suggestions. Who knows, we might never get there. It's my colour, exactly. Exactly. I'm a secret carrot. Deep down I'm a carrot. Sorry, Hyper, you thought I was going to do you 180 there and head back with the just come. I'm trying to make this as hard as possible for Tate to fail. Got lovely sunshine, nice, just cold. Those days are beautiful when you get a cold morning, but you have the sunshine. Makes it all worthwhile. So let's just double check again. So that's all done. No harvest contracts to do while we're out and about. That one, what's that? Too far away. sorghum. Meet up in the trees here. %92% full on the trailer. We'll just carry on. I don't know if someone's, let's just have a quick look at someone planting. We don't have any other options, but I don't know. Oh, we've got a field to seed at least. Probably that needs some fertilizer. We could have mulch or something. There'll be something. Oh, I can imagine, Bo. Like being in a pressure cooker, wouldn't it? Holy moly. Can't imagine how fun that would be. Or wouldn't be. My parents are up in Taupo at the moment. Loading around the lake. See some actual loading being done and not auto load, isn't it? Nice change. Oh. While he's up here doing his rotations, seeing what's going on. Right. Moment of truth, I reckon we're going to get all of this into hyper. Adjust. Oh no, we're not going to. 7 litres. Oh, these kind of things annoy me. Dump 7 litres on the ground, it can disappear with the seeder. That's so annoying. Just to make electrons to keep my aircon working. Too right. I don't even have aircon at home, though. Just a well-designed house that makes good use of large eaves and overhangs to reduce overheating. Well insulated to keep the heat out in summer and keep the heat in winter. And orientated so the sun doesn't get too far in. Good passive ventilation. Could even, here's an idea, it could even do some different things on stream. It doesn't just have to be farm sim. I mean, obviously farm sim would make sense because, you know, that's why I have a YouTube channel with 20,000 subs, but maybe we do something different. And play some other games. Gold Mine Simulator 2. Interesting. Hanson suggestion in my ear. What was that other one I looked at the other day? It looked quite good. We were talking about it. Oh, I can't remember now. From the Mud Runner people. Or Snow Runner. That looked quite interesting. There's also the... I'm not sure I don't mean to go down now. Over the train tracks. Minecraft farming. WRC versus FSG. He still has a video he hasn't edited from when I was in Scotland of us having a competition on iRacing where we each picked a track in a car and we had to had 10 minutes, what was it, 10 minutes or 10 laps to try and beat each other. Whoa. Don't bother giving way. in townies. I'm thinking actually of maybe playing a few more variety on the channel too. Maybe just adding a few more things. There's a architect simulator coming out in June, I think it is, which we might have to have a play, have a look at. See whether I'm a better architect in real life or in the virtual world. Up for debate. Although in saying that, I had a lovely call today from a builder I work with often. He just rang me up. He'd been to look at a house we'd done, which he hadn't seen since before it was just about started. And he just rang up to say what a good job we'd done on it. Repair. Why did they not repair? They're saying the condition hasn't repaired it fully. Oh. Oops. Oh, better use that, eh? Kiwi Sim Farmer, good evening, my friend. Welcome along. Great to have you here as always. Sounds riveting. Could well be, but it could be the content you didn't know you needed. Could be the content you didn't know you needed. Tuk-tuk endurance race. Why not? We could do that too. I like that idea. That one actually does have legs. I've got some ideas I wanted to do with that, around using bales to block off roads and, you know, some red and white wrapped bales and things like that to actually create a course. I thought that could be a bit of fun. Alright, there we go. There's probably no tractor for us to use now, is there? I don't actually know what their plan is for seeding things, but... that was good fun. It was a proper laugh. I think you'd find the simulation crowd to jump on it a lot, like the variety streamers who do simulation stuff would. Jason, but I guess, you know, being able to be a qualified architect would be a different stance on it again. Right, we'll get a fence here. We'll do some tractors. Let's go and do some seeding. Oh, of course this is a rice paddy. We'll have to plant rice in it, won't it? Isn't AutoCAD an architect simulator? Effectively, just with real outcomes. I saw a few bags floating around here. Is there any that are seed related? Lime. No. Yeah. Sneak through the trees. I don't know what happened to these buildings. Seem to have disappeared. Ooh. Nothing to see here. Cross is averted. Alright. Now would be a great time to be able to do some Lego, wouldn't it? Let's go to 4 headlands. Right, why did that... oh, stop. I don't want to hire a helper. Thank you. I'll do it myself. Steering assist, that's all. Bring back T-squares and pencils, you say. There's a track along the river with a couple of form jumps already in it on Riverbend Springs. Is that this one down here? Or is it over this way? I have to have a look. Oh. Oh, what? I've made a course. What are you talking about? Because I drove outside it. Interesting. Is that because I worked outside it, maybe? Not sure about that. Tour de Hutan Pantai. Would be fun. Great news, the precision farming's coming back. I didn't expect that, to be honest, at least the original mod anyway. Yeah, it is good news. I was talking about it earlier. It's kind of become a mainstay for me, is kind of a default mod I use on every play. So kind of missed it actually. So looking forward to having that back. Well, I expected it would. I thought it'd be, it was too popular for it not to come back. If someone wants to go and get some seed, that'd be appreciated too. Jeez, you run that went down really nicely. That's good. Great drop. I'd love to see it add some more features to expand further, bring in more realistic fertilizer application instead of just saying this is the rate you need to put on, this is the type of fertilizer you put on, more NPK, more potassium, nitrogen, actually managing those more. I think that'd be pretty cool. I mean, there's an opportunity there for them. It's been around since 19. It's proven, it's tried and tested. I know it's sort of governed by who funds it and all of that sort of stuff, but it would be cool to have. What's this, a massive rice field I see? It is, Scott, and we've already seeded. We've already harvested it earlier in the stream. Now we're planting it again. I was saying earlier, I think it was the first time I've actually planted long grain rice. Harvested long grain rice, sorry. Probably the first time I planted it for that matter too. You didn't realise how much you like precision farming until you didn't have it. Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Anyone else have this noise glitch where in that area of the map audio disappears? Frustrating. Alright, we're burning through it. Cheers, Ollie. Thanks for joining in, mate. Appreciate the help. Be a good one. Yeah, you don't realise sort of, it's a lot of those, isn't it? You're like, oh, that's right, I would have used that mod last time. No, you can't. Yeah, it's frustrating, but interesting all at the same time. Good to see you, Bo. Take care, mate. Definitely have to make some plans around the field days. Good to catch up again, have a chat, grab a beer or something. Maybe if Pocono Whiskey are going to be there, maybe they could host me. What do you reckon? I'll be down for that. Pocono Whiskey, if you're watching, and you're going to be at the field days, give us a yell. Hit the likes. Alright. Wait, hopefully someone's gone to cure some seed for us. Let's have a look. Here we go. And do this properly. Right. Am I going to have to... No, I pressed stars. That was me. realism is key, right? Okay. Thank you. You forgot to hit it, Yos. Of all people. Disappointed. Someone probably fertilise the grass field. Probably need fertiliser, won't it? Just gonna give it a dosage. Oh, has it? Okay. Grain barge terminal 2 towards the restaurant. Grain barge terminal 2 towards the restaurant. What is the restaurant? Where's the restaurant? Is that the floating restaurant? Oh, there. So, from here around this way. Let's go for an explore at some stage. Right. Okay. Right, it should be, what's that? That's 3 passes. If I do one more. Enough. It's more than enough space to turn around in. Still seeing the, hearing the EastEnders. So you know I got a copyright strike for that from the BBC or whoever owns EastEnders. No, it wasn't a copyright strike. It was just this video can't be monetized. They're not claiming against you. They're just, I couldn't monetize it. Funny. Made me laugh anyhow. Do 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 do. It's quite funny. Don't you know who I am, BBC? Or ITV or whoever you are? This has been a right task to do some more building from. Let's have a quick look. See if there's some, like if I could build a whole lot of pieces that I just need to assemble, but some lights to put in. I think what I might do, yeah, a lot of tricky assemblies, so and then we get into doing, oh there we go, we get into doing all the cab and the finishing parts very soon. So what I might do is I might finish some of those bits off separately, just to get to a point where it's easier to do stuff on stream and we can finish off. I wouldn't surprise me if we got close to having it all done in the next next stream or two. Should be great, be exciting to be able to move on to the Dominator. Perfect. These contracts are funny, right? $740. What is it? You could borrow the stuff and make $100. Lease cost of $9.50. These are ones that they shouldn't have contracts on fields, right? It's such a small field, it's just not worth doing. Oh, while I remember too, I've got a update for anywhere object storage I'm working on. I realised, well, so Loki had a issue shared with him with the universal auto load, and there was an issue where basically the pallets would spawn, but once I'd spawned they couldn't be picked up using universal auto load. I don't know if anyone's come across that. Not something I tested obviously, but he gave me a fix for that, so I'll push that one through in the next week or so. Make sure it's been out for the mandatory 2 weeks before I do it. And at the same time I'm going to adjust the storage heights because I realised that the bales weren't stacking as high as I'd intended, so make some changes to that. You're one of those, you lose money if you borrow the items. That one there. 900, you'd lose $400 and $395 borrowing the items to do that one. Same with this one. You'd lose $153. And that one. I mean, it's just silly. Anyhow. Yeah, I'm just playing around with the height to make them because I'd love for people to be able to use the storage shed like the one that's just there that you can see. And I just need to check all the different round and straw bale, the round and square bale sizes. I had a quick play last night. Yeah, just to visually make it look better. Oops, what are we out of here? Oh, no, it's just a lag there on the textures updating. Alright, nice to get back on this map. You kind of forget it is, the more you look at it, like, it is a nice map. It doesn't have the long view points, like you can't see across a lot of it like some other maps you can, right? You get into spots in Calmston, you can see the whole way across the map, or some of those other ones. Riverbend Spring, Elm Creek actually had some points where you could see a lot. This is a lot more, I don't know, elevated, a lot more elevation on it, a lot of trees, very sheltered. I don't know if sheltered is the right word for it, but it's nice. Ooh, yeah, Poplar's meant to be the bee's knees for money now. It's meant to be the best way to earn money. Just takes a long time to grow. Another 50 hours. There you go, you're on. See? Smashing it out. I just need to get you spending more time on the servers now. So one of the things I'm going to do, I'll do a video on joining servers and things like that. Something on my to-do list that Hanson's wanted me to do as well, just to try and get more people joining in. But it's been great to see the servers always having someone on there. It's very rarely I log into Discord and see the notification there's no one playing, so it's very cool. No, nothing's changed, Bob. But great to hear audio's crystal clear. One thing I've always sort of struggled with, maybe I've got the sweet spot for my mic position tonight. I haven't looked at Stevie's edit for it, Scott. You just planted a field of poplars, share. Well, there you go. Gonna be the money. Pretty detailed planted this one with all these hoses and things. Alright. This hose that sticks out the back here. It's for. You can put another, the idea is you can have another card or something on the back of here, like a extra bunker or something. Fascinating. It's like a big air cart type hose. Vacuum hose. Same as the ones that go all down into here. Where does it go? Is it there? All the way to the front. Who knows? Maybe something we haven't had released yet. Something new coming from Bednar. There's no tow bar or anything, is there? No drawbar or anything down there, so... who knows? Maybe you can reverse the pump and vacuum seed into it. So, as I was saying, I said earlier on, I might jump up in the morning and do a short little stream from one of the other servers tomorrow. I'm not sure which one. Either Calmston or New Frontier. We'll figure that out. Public holiday here in New Zealand for tomorrow, so got the day off. And probably find most of the country's taking Friday off as well, just to make it a lot extra long weekend. So. Thought I'd take the chance. I normally do. There's a chance on a public holiday to do an extra stream, so give that a go tomorrow. G'day Farming, how you doing mate? Good morning to you. Cartex here as well. Good morning buddy, welcome along. Okay. Hanson's telling me there's nothing to do on New Frontier, so Calmston Farms it is. Might be able to join tomorrow, you'll work from home. Well, it won't be work time, Yoran, it'll be your evening. Even better. It'll be in 6 hours from now. A bit longer than that, 8.5 hours from now. You found a Lego Star Wars X-Wing unopened in Lego you inherited. Well, share. I hope you left it unopened. Did you open it? If it's an old one, I'd be tempted to leave it unopened. That's a pretty cool find to get a unopened X-Wing in Lego that you inherited. I'm very envious of that. Oh, you've opened it? Fair enough. You're in the middle of a big deployment, so you can't take Friday off. Ah, that sucks. What do you do? Some farmer? Give you some farmer? What's your What's your job? You in saying deployment? Are you in military or? Good to have you join us stream at some stage. You're always welcome to. Right, can we do this in one? You have your the stream up on PS5 and there's no chat options. Is that right? Yeah. It's annoying. I wonder if that's a age restriction thing, Panther. It's probably you know what it is, it's probably an Aussie thing where they've locked them down or something because of their whole social media restrictions they're putting on. Who knows, right? Oh, that worked out pretty well in the end. V8 Trucker, good morning from the Netherlands. Good morning to you, all the way here from New Zealand. In fact, a very good evening. Right, that's that job done. Hold it up. A large number of PCs to replace. Right. Oh, you're in IT. Gotcha. That kind of deployment. Alright, that's one field done. Once actually we'll top up the seed while we're here. Is anyone else still having this bug? Refill, won't refill, out, in. No. Got egg on my face, didn't it? Why won't that open? Why do I need to unfold it to open it? Oh, you're in New Zealand. Right. We're probably not putting those restrictions on you then. But there we go. Got it. No, I was just thinking about the fact that PlayStation Australia and New Zealand is probably one under the one umbrella, so maybe they were using the same restrictions and you had something set with your age, but obviously not. Can't use that as justification for it. Alright, what do we want to plant in here? Let's have a look. What have we got? Soybeans, barley, canola. I don't know, what do we feel like planting? Some oats in? What should we put in? Any suggestions? Maybe it needs a cover crop. We'll see radish in. Peas. I don't have a pea harvester, I'm not planting peas. It costs more to lease the equipment to harvest it. I'm gonna go with oats, I think. Soybeans. Oh, see, I would have done soybeans, but this planters, now they've taken soybeans out of seeders. You can only use planters for those. Canola. We had canola in this field last time, V8 Trucker, so mix it up. We'll go with some oats. Poppy's really cool. There's a mod for that spot, bringing soybeans back into seeders. I'm serious. It's a mod for everything. Well, there will be a mod for everything. The hard thing is to keep up with what mods there are, right? Always some new mod. Alright. There you go, what do you reckon? Get this finished and then probably be done. Work out well time-wise, I reckon. Right. Get it all? Just. Thought I was going to miss a little bit. We're done. Alright. Starting to certainly start to see things around. There's been lots of hay being made around our parts lately. So lots of hay being made. I think most of the silage baling, haylage bales, they're all done, but the maize is definitely starting to grow. Starting to tassel out. Very tall. Amazing how quickly it grows, especially when you get some good heat. No, this is just the base game GPS farming. Just the in-game guidance steering assist. Not sure where Wopster's at with his GPS or where the vehicle control add-on's at. But even more so, like it was good, but even more so since the latest patch, it's definitely improved a lot. And where it was, it's great. Working really well. Always get this frame rate drop when I change first into cab view. Normally it catches up, but it's not so far. As you can tell from the car going blue. Here we go. It looks like Silver Run. I wonder what the other map is that will be released on 25. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Panther. My guess will be the Hutan or Elm Creek, and thinking about it a little bit more, I'm going to lean to Hutan purely because I don't reckon the Euro side of it, with Zelonka being a remastered map and no European map in the base game, I think they'll probably try and keep the European crowd happy with that. That's my guess, but who knows. Yeah, no, that's working pretty well. It's definitely, it worked well right from the start, but it's definitely got better. Definitely improved. A lot of people don't like the latest patch. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of issues with it, but I think in general it's been a good improvement again. Haven't seen too much negativity about it, shit. Not to say there hasn't been, but no, likewise I've had no problems. And again, it'd be good to see what they're bringing out with the rest of the patch, what else there is still to come. You hope it's Erlengrek, Sim Farmer? I don't think it will be, because that was a 19 map originally and then was remastered for 22, so I very much doubt it, but I could be mistaken. AI in the latest patch. I haven't used the actual AI as AI workers, I've just used the steering assist like we are now, so. I haven't played much 25 at all. To be honest, I haven't either, Lone Panther. I think there's a real, I don't know what it is. When I get into a situation like this and I'm just streaming and chatting and just doing whatever needs to be done, it's fine. I think it's there's so many people doing the whole YouTube thing now that it's almost become saturated and it's becoming, you know, everyone's doing the same thing and you're kind of like, well, what's the point? You'll see something and you're like, oh, I thought that would, you know, I thought I'd do that, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. I've been enjoying modding and making the anywhere object storage work, and I've got my bunkers pretty much finished. I'm working on a pole shed, the pole shed that I'd finished, you know, started building last for 22, and I had in 22. You know, I've got that, working on that again, so I'm actually, you know, having real fun doing that, and while I'm not spending a lot of time in the game, not making the videos as such, I'm still enjoying my interactions with it. But yeah, definitely been a tough mistress so far. Gonna head off to bed now. Had storms and wind last night that kept you awake. Fair enough, Mrs. Broth. Thanks for hanging out for as long as you have. Always a pleasure to see you. Take care, and hopefully we might catch again soon. See some rocket launches. I know Rocket Lab have got one next week. It was delayed, so hopefully that'll be with us soon. Your husband's out. We could drove into the lake while fertilising. Oh no! Did you say I know you've done an argsy? Course Plane Auto Drive worked very well, though. So the latest patch, the latest versions of Course Plane Auto Drive have addressed the issues that came with the patch, I understand. I've certainly used it and been able to get AI to drive to a field and then Course Play to take over, so that all seems to be working very well. That was on Calmston Farms as well, so tight little lanes and things. AI's gone to the dogs, yeah. Okay. And then someone was saying earlier that AI for delivering and that sort of thing was working really, really well, so who knows. Alright, there we go. Good field of oats. Hanson's getting in here and rolling it. It'll be fertilised once. It'll be good. 2 fields that we've harvested managed to turn back into planted. Great. Fields it's always do up and down first. Yeah, I heard that. Except for combines do the outside. It's only combines that do headlands first. Is that right? How's the bunker going? Could we add it to Calmston when it's ready? It could help with the challenge when using big bags without churning too much and putting a solid fertilizer out. Possibly. Possibly. I was hoping to, it's pretty much done. I think I've got everything working as I should. Probably a couple of things I need to check, a few things I've learnt in the last few days. I might just have a look at. I I have had to cheat the textures a little bit. I've actually brought the textures from 22 in and using those, which are a little bit different for lime and fertilizer. But I might have a little bit more of a play around with those, but otherwise it's just the screenshots for uploading. So there's also an issue with, and I don't know if anyone has used the multi-function, the multi-fruit silo, the bi-silo from 82 Studios, or I think Omatana and Gaming Joy I think had multi-buy stations. So in a buy station you can specify a price factor for it, and that's relative to the base game price and doesn't factor in the economy difficulty of the game. So fertilizer, for example, on easy mode has a buy price of $4,800 per 1,000 litres, which is just the default buy price. But when you buy it in a big bag, it's $1,920. So when you're trying to set up a buy anywhere silo, you can factor it down, and I can scale it down so it's about the same price. It's about 0.3, 480 times 0.4, 480 times 4 is 1920. But if you then change the game mode, that affects the price again. So it's a little bit difficult to set a price that's for those kind of items which reflects the economy. So something to bear in mind. Fair enough, Bob. Yeah, there's always things that can affect your gameplay, and I think people said at launch, games take, I'm gonna sit on 22 for 6 months because by then they would have ironed out all the bugs. Alright, so yeah, it's probably a good way to look at it. I didn't go back and do that, but I missed it. Just gonna do that now while I remember it. Just in here. There we go. Never know I missed it. Oh, I haven't pressed it. I haven't turned on my steering. I need to set up a button I can use on my controller for that. Having to go to the keyboard all the time is a little bit frustrating. That's where the joystick comes in handy. More buttons. Some overall has become kind of stale. Not as bad as GTA though. PS Plus is about a week left and I haven't played GTA Online much for about a week if at all. Yeah. I was actually thinking I've been playing, like Apex Legends has been my game I've played for a long time. And that's much the same. I feel like the gaming industry as a whole has kind of gotten to this point where there's, 5, 6, 7 years ago there was a huge amount of new IP coming out in the gaming industry. I feel that's lacking now. Like the new genre, battle royales was a huge thing with Fortnite and PUBG, those kind of things. Apex Legends, they really shook things up and brought a new aspect in that. But everyone's just resting on their laurels and trying to roll out the same stale content, like you say. Call of Duties and older gamers like myself hark back to the mid 2000s when we had Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, or Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, and those were the heydays of those games. In my opinion, anyhow. Gonna let the AI workers stop because the tractor's broken. Check any water. Roger that. Once it's officially released. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Thing is that could be 5 or 6 weeks or longer away, Hyper. I mean, like we did on... Gosh, what server did we put it on? We put Anywhere Object Storage on one of the servers early. New Frontier, I think. Just in good faith, I suppose, that people didn't share it elsewhere. But big boost to FPS. Yeah, I haven't even looked. What am I? 32, 37, 38. Which is about what I normally sit at around when I'm streaming. Because of the GPUs running encoders and It's actually doing the background removal here for my camera. That's through NVIDIA Broadcast, so there's a few things happening at the same time. Meetings and work, we'll try to join the stream later. Have a good rest of you. You too, Yoran. Have a great day. Hopefully we will be able to tune in and catch up with you later. Remember to schedule that and set an alarm for the morning. I'm a sucker for punishment, really, aren't I? Just get the chance to have a sleep in on a day off and hop up to stream, but I enjoy it. Always have fun. It's a good way to spend a couple of hours. I'd just love to see more of you joining in. It's always great to have 5 or 6 people in there, but it'd be great to be able to have a full server. Just can be a struggle finding things to do on depending on where the server's at, but I'm sure there'll always be an opportunity somewhere. Now I missed a little bit up in here. Go and do that now while I remember. Oh, maybe hence, oh, I don't know. Maybe the roller missed it. Can't tell. Now you've done some rice harvesting, should we look to buy field 6 and make a big rice field with 6, 7 and 8? Oh, 6, 7 and 9. Yeah, I mean you could do. Rice is worth doing. Why not? Still didn't seed down there. I wonder why that is. Just noticed on the map that it still showed canola. I mean, it's as much your server as it is mine hyper, so maybe have a chat to Bill. Put a suggestion in the chat. Down for whatever. I'm not a morning person, Bob, that's the worst part. Do you know what, Yoss? I almost took a photo of a guy in a car next to me today. He was a spitting image of you. I was like, it looks like Yoss. Yoss is in Palmerston North. And he didn't even tell me to come and say hi. Rude. Has that disappeared now? Doesn't look like it has. I don't know what that is. It's weird. How many different ways can I try and seed a field? Don't know. Oops. Yeah, weird. Won't go away. Oh well. Tis what it is. Oh, you're looking for last weekend's dinner. Well, you went the wrong way. You didn't follow me. You've already joined those ones into rice fields, so this is this one in here. Ooh, and hit a road's on. Go have a look-see. I mean, why not? It is a good field. Perfect field to make nice and big. Yeah, I say go for it. What's it got on at the moment? That's something horrible, isn't it? Green beans. Maybe wait for a contract to come up on that or plough them in. State of that, they went. Oh, there's nothing actually. It's harvested, so it doesn't matter. 125,000, yeah. Makes sense to me. Close to the river for the water. You mean for me to drive into, or for the realism is key factor of having water close by? Hopefully the latter. All right. Well, I haven't washed this down, but there's more seeding to be done, so we're just going to put it in the shed and let the next person take care of that. Those wheat fields to go and do. Whoever wants to go and do those, there we go. All right. Oh, that's right. We've got no Let's see if I can do this. Alright, well there we go. So grass mowed, field harvested, planted, field harvested and planted. Fields up over here, harvested and planted. Where are they? That's where they, those two there. Hey, a busy little episode, really, wasn't it? Got lots done, which is nice. A plan for moving forward as well. Looks like this field here might be acquired by the farm, and along with the one here, which has got the soybeans in it, expanded into maybe another big rice paddy. Why not? I say go for it. The realism of these pumpkin costs. There we go. Perfectly close to the river. Where's this track we were talking about actually? Let's go on. I'm going to find this track. So this was grain. This is grain station 2. Is this the one you were talking about? Or is it the one down the other way? I'm not even close to it. It's over here. This road here, which goes the whole way around, you're talking about. Okay. Oh, one to the west. Ah, where the restaurant is. Right. Ah, this one down here. Oh, there we go. That jump. You know, I saw that in one of the early videos and I couldn't actually remember where it was. Where actually located it. Could be a bit of fun, a little time trial down there. Push bikes. Oh, there's the other jump there. Road gap. Oh, very cool. Could do that, could do that. Anyhow, keep an eye out because we're getting closer, What's the latest? Let's just have a look. I need to add that back onto my stream actually. 19,924, so 76 subs to go, not too much longer at all. Bring back Tuk Tuk Race, and that what we were talking about. That might be something we do on a, for the 20,000 subs farming. Have a bit of fun with that, we'll see. Not too far away, but anyhow, I'm going to wrap things up there. That was fun actually, got a bit done on the Telehandler, which was nice. I'll spend a little bit of time getting that to the next stage so we can carry on and progress it and get it finished. And yeah, productive episode here on the farm, productive for getting things done. So like always, servers are open to anyone if you want to join in, if you want to come and lend a hand, do something. They're always open, so there's always someone around and always something to do. So feel free to jump in, treat it like your own and have some fun with it. That's what they're there for. That's what we provide them for. So do that. But yeah, otherwise have a great rest of your week. If I don't see you tomorrow morning, like I said, I'll schedule a stream straight after this. We're going to join Calmston Farms on the multiplayer server there. So if you want to join in and give us a hand, feel free to do that. But if I don't see you tomorrow, have a great rest of your week. There'll be another stream on the weekend too, and hopefully some videos if I can get round to some bit of editing, bit of recording, and some things like that. But you guys take care and enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!